Well, friends, welcome to June. Today is June 1st, 2022. I should put up the date. And I promised you a video a day. Didn't promise you, I promised myself a video a day, and I did not do it. I stopped after about 8 to 9, and mainly because I started getting preachy. And preachy meaning like, oh, let me tell you how to do it. And I don't really, I think I know how to do it. And I'm executing on what I'm doing, but until this body is 200 pounds, I haven't done it. And I think that what I have to say is true, and it will work if I execute it. In other words, here's a hammer. Let me tell you about this hammer. It's a great hammer. You should go buy this hammer. You can build a lot of great things. What have I built? Not a damn thing. But let me tell you, this hammer's great. Never used it before, but it's a great hammer. And I don't want to be that guy. I want to be able to say, this hammer I've used, and I chiseled this body. How about that one? And you should use the same hammer. Matter of fact, don't even buy one. Just take mine. Just take my hammer. Basically, I got a little like, well, let me tell you. And no one likes being told what to do. And to be honest with you, you know, you've heard that adage, just like everyone wants to win the lottery or have $1 million, but if you're just gifted the money, you're not going to appreciate it. I've heard the analogy of like everyone wants to climb Mount Everest or a 14,000 foot mountain. You know, if your whole objective is just to get up there and look around, you know, you could take a helicopter, you could hire someone to carry your ass up there, but the whole point is the climb, right? And the destination, you know, if you know, I've heard wise men, Alan Watts in particular, talk about how if you have a destination in mind that's upward, that when you get there, like a 14,000 cliff mountain, there's probably going to be a down on the other side. And I'm not foolish enough to think that that when I get to be 180 pounds, the world's just going to open up. But what I'm hoping is that, and what I have, my desire is that I will see the world differently. And I'll be able to make different choices about what I wear, what I do, what I'm capable of, and maybe what I can do for other people. That's the journey I'm on, so to speak. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. And the more I realize it comes down to choices. And the more that you can figure out how to not make the choices in the moment, meaning like, what am I going to do today? What am I going to eat today? The better you'll be. You need to, like, I swim at 8. When 8 o'clock was rolling around, my wife was like, hey, are you going to go swim? And, you know, I forgot to do the daily watch check-in. It's 8:34. And, you know, there's some mornings where I'm like, I don't really want to. I already have my swimsuit on, you know, car key is right there. I knew that it was easy as just walking out the front door. These birds are pretty excited, and I don't have it very well framed. It was easy as walking out the front door for me. And I still, the resistance was there that said, do you really, you know, you're kind of in this journaling mode, you know, whatever. But I walked out the door and I got my swim done. Check that box and move on. You know, I have a very easy lifestyle that I've cultivated over the last 10 years where I can swim at 8 o'clock in the morning. No kids, and I have a job that allow me to do that and all the rest. Your circumstances might be different, but if you have a life that you've designed for yourself, or that you're involved in, and you can't carve out 2 hours a day for you, an hour for your eating, and an hour for exercise, an hour for proper nutrition and eating, and an hour for exercise, then you probably should really rethink your priorities and your values. Hate to be a judge, but I'm just saying, and it might take you a while to get there, but I'm just saying that's probably step one, is to think through all of that. So anyway, I'm gonna edit this up, probably won't put some of this shit in, but welcome to June. This is the report back video where I show you charts and graphs and what I've been doing as far as stepping on the scale. And then we're gonna get back to our daily, what I'm doing. thank you for being along. All right, we're back to the charts and graphs. This is a 90-day view. I want you to kind of notice that in March I started creeping up in the dark line, which is the trend line. I started weighing into the 260s, and I have a goal weight of 180. And being in the 260s, I just saw that line. You can just tell it's on a straight upward curve, and I'm like, I'm heading for the 270s. And I've been there before, where I just gain and lose over and over, and I just was like, I'm drawing a line in the sand at 265, and I'm not going to go over it. And I'm proud that I was able to do that. And I encourage you to have that mindset. Like, I was just like, I'm done. I don't care what I have to do. And I have spent the last week or so turning the tide, if you will, in May, so that my June report back numbers looked pretty decent, meaning that I'm not below. I think my trend line's right at 260, maybe 259. So the hope and my goal in June is to get the trend line. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds in June. Okay, 10 pounds. That's it. So anyway, I don't want to beat the point. You can pause the video, take a look at all the weigh-ins. Let me know if you have questions. I have a newsletter that I started that no one is signed up for, which is fine. So when I get someone to sign up, I'll start sending out emails if you'd like to be on that. I mean, I'm going to do these report back videos once a month as I journey down to 180. Hope you're doing well, and I hope this came out as like I hoped it would.